2024 was brilliant for you. शुरुआत हुई कहीं ना कहीं शैतान के साथ, उसके बाद सिंघम अगेन में हमने उसको एंड किया, और अब यहाँ पे इस फिल्म के साथ इस साल की शुरुआत होने जा रही है. What do you have to say on that? And I believe you have this very special something for this movie. Please talk to us about it, sir.
Hello everybody. स्पेशल मतलब ये फिल्म मेरे लिए काफ़ी मायनों में स्पेशल है. पहला तो ये कि इस फिल्म में 2 नए बच्चे लॉन्च किए जा रहे हैं, बोथ वेरी टैलेंटेड. एक जो मेरी कलीग और मेरे दोस्त की बेटी है, और एक अमन जो मेरे बेटे जैसा नहीं बट बेटा है. दोनों ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है, दोनों बहुत ही टैलेंटेड हैं. और अभिषेक who is known to launch new stars, I would say, not kids, and he's always been successful with that. And बहुत पेशेंस है इसमें नए लोगों को, you know, I won't say झेलने का, but उनको संवारने का. But they've done very well, all of them. और दूसरा रीज़न मैं कहूँगा कि जो मेरा प्यार है घोड़ों के लिए. जब हमने शुरू किया था तो बहुत घोड़ों की फिल्में आती थी, और यू नो बहुत मज़ा आता था. सारा दिन हम घोड़े पे लगे रहते थे, घूमते रहते थे. बहुत टाइम के बाद फिर आई थिंक लास्ट वॉज बहुत सालों के बाद थी तानाजी, बट अब फिर ये फिल्म. एंड अभिषेक हैज़ गॉट सम लवली हॉर्सेस. यहाँ से भी और वहाँ से जो क्रू है, जो ट्रेन किया, जिस प्यार से घोड़ों को रखा, और हम लोग 40-45-50 डिग्री नियरली उसमें जयपुर में शूट कर रहे थे, और जिस तरीके से हमारी हालत थी, और फिर जो घोड़ों को जैसे संभाला जा रहा था, आई थिंक इट वाज लवली टू वॉच. बहुत मजा आया.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. उनका वो जो बड़ा वाला ब्रेक मिला था काय पोचे से हम कहेंगे. सो यहाँ पे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट डिड यू सी इन दीज टू लवली पीपल? एंड दूसरी चीज सर, whenever it's an अभिषेक कपूर डायरेक्टोरियल, वहां पे म्यूजिक अमेजिंग होता है. फिर चाहे अगेन काय पोचे, केदारनाथ या चंडीगढ़ करे आशिकी. What do you have to say sir on that?
You know, I am totally driven by the stories that I want to tell. और जब आप कहते हैं कि मैं न्यू कमर्स को लॉन्च करता हूँ, मैं एक्चुअली जो किरदार मेरे कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं फिल्म कहानी बोलने में, मैं उनमें जान डालने की कोशिश करता हूँ. और वो ऑलरेडी वो कैरेक्टर्स मेरे लिए स्टार्स होते हैं, क्योंकि मैं जब सोता हूँ तो उनके बारे में सोचता हूँ. तो जब आप राशा और अमन की बात करते हैं तो मुझे उनमें गोविंद और जानकी नजर आते हैं. यू नो, एंड आई एम ड्रिवन. दे आर, आई नो देम इन एंड आउट. यू नो, मेरे लिए वो बच्चे जैसे होते हैं. मेरी पूरी कहानी, सारे कैरेक्टर्स मेरे बच्चों जैसे होते हैं. एंड आई हैव टू डू जस्टिस टू देम. आई हैव टू डू जस्टिस to the story. I have to do justice to every character in that film, and I do the best I can, you know. And it's you know, I think भोलेनाथ ऊपर से साथ देते हैं मेरा. और ऐसी फिल्म बनाने के लिए ये इतनी बड़ी फिल्म है. You know, it's not a small, जैसे it's not a project कि आप किसी को लॉन्च करने के लिए फिल्म बना. These are not those films. These are very passionately driven films, and you need people like Ajay, you know, because this man is. I've had such an experience working with him. When I sit with him, when I talk to him, he's so grounded and he's so secure as an individual. He doesn't like, I've seen so many actors. You know, sometimes they are so insecure about so many factors that play on their mind, but he has none of that. You know, and once I have him supporting me and saying, "Yeah, I'm with you on this film," and it's not like he is the only. It's not a Ajay Devgan film. You know, it's AZAAD, and he's part of AZAAD, and that's the great part about him. Yeah, he can fit into a film like this. He can do a singer. He can do a film with Vishal Bhardwaj and become that. He can become anything. He's a chameleon, you know, and that's his mastery of his craft. But I would really like to add one thing, you know, which I don't get the chance to express, because you know, a film like this, to mount a film like this, like I said, it's not just a project or it's not a business opportunity. I cannot do it without the support of Mr. Ronnie Screwvala. You know, this man is such a fabulous individual. You know, when I meet him and I can see he's achieved so much in this field and in other arenas as well.
And thank you so much for being here. And I'll start with you, sir. So people know that when it's RSVP and of course Guy in the Sky pictures, saath mein aa rahe, it has to be something exceptional. What do you have to say? What was that one thing that you saw in this story that you said that this is what I want to back?
With Kattu, it always starts with the story, it ends with the story. And I think, thank you for all your kind words, but really that's what it is. Or, when he first told me this story, it was many, many years ago. So I think it stayed with him. So when he says, when he goes to sleep with his actors and wakes up with the story, it really means that. Because I think the first time he narrated it to me was almost 3 years before we actually said, overall, let's move with the film. So it's grown with him. And for him, it was not, I think what appealed to all of us was the entire story, because the background here, the setting here, in the period in which it is. It's not a boy and a horse, it's not a simple love story. There's an entire setting to the whole story, which is reasonably complex, but it all fits in. So I think that was very, 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 very appealing.
Thank you so much, sir. Pragya ma'am, for you, backing this project and of course, backing this gentleman here, you've been doing that so beautifully for so many years. Talk to us about that.
First, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. It's a very big day for us. It's been 10 years, Ronnie, that we have been writing this film, and we have been working on it, and there have been multiple occasions where we have tried to make the film, and Ronnie has always been the first person there with us, trying to make it happen. And I think the main reason why we all keep coming back to it is because whenever Abhishek speaks about AZAAD, his eyes light up, and this fire, and you just know that when someone believes so much in something, it not only inspires you, you just have to support that vision. And I think that's what both of us really felt about this story. Now finally we are here 10 years later. You guys are seeing the trailer, and it wouldn't have been possible without this incredible cast. And I think that's what we were waiting for at the end of the day. That's why it took so long, because we needed this cast to come together. And thank you, all of you. I'm so grateful for all of you to be a part of this film.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. On behalf of all cine lovers and your fans, I would say thank you so much for saying yes to this movie, to this project. Okay, so how was it working with this team of AZAAD? Please tell us.
This is a very, very special story. That's the first thing I want to say, is that I think this was the first time that I heard the narration from Abhishek, and I felt the feelings that I would have felt if I was watching the film. It was that powerful. And I knew instantly that it was a project I wanted to be a part of. I want to be part of telling this story to the world. To be able to be in a film helmed by Abhishek Kapoor and starring opposite Ajay Devgan was two things crossed off my bucket list, professional bucket list. So that had me right there. Also to be able to play this character, it's probably one of the most layered, nuanced characters that I've ever played. In a world that I wasn't that familiar with, a very small town, traditional character, and in a period that, we're all not obviously familiar with. So that also was very, very, challenging and interesting, and it made me want to do it even more. But I think overall I'd say that this was a surreal experience and just the most soul-stirring, most satisfying experience of my film career.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. जो reception मिल रहा है ना हर जगह, that is something to watch out for. Aman, Rasha, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's so good to see you. Okay, here we are. We have all these eminent journalists here. Like, अभी क्या बोलेंगे यहाँ पे after this response from them, and of course whatever the teams just shared with us. Aman, we'll start with you. How special is this moment for you?
I think when we first started shooting this film, I was very nervous. I think we both were, because we were just starting out. And I'm still nervous at this stage, but it's also accompanied with a lot of excitement, a lot of happiness. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि इतने सारे लोग यहाँ आए हैं, and I don't know, I think this moment will stay in my brain forever. At the end of time.
Right, one more thing. हर कोई जानना चाहता है. How was it working with this superstar here, Mr. Ajay Devgan?
I was so nervous. पहला दिन जब I shot with him, I was shit. What am I going to do? Because I was not seeing the character. I was saying, shit, this is Mr. Ajay Devgan standing in front of me. But I think Gattu sir helped me a lot in that moment. He calmed me down. He said, अपने किरदार को पकड़ो. ये अजय देवगन नहीं है, nervous मत हो. And I think that helped a lot with what Gattu sir said.
And वो दिख रहा है उस बड़े पर्दे पे, वो कंफर्ट दिख रहा है कि हाँ मुझे पता है मैं कहाँ हूँ और क्या कर रहा हूँ. वो कमाल की केमिस्ट्री दिख रही है. Give it up for Aman Devgan. एक बार जोरदार तालियां. Moving on to the star, already a star. We're seeing these reels everywhere. We're seeing these videos, and they're like, "ये तो यार born star है." Rasha, what do you have to say? Standing here, सब लोगों के सामने, and इतना सारा प्यार you're getting.
This is like a crazy moment for me. I don't think I ever would have imagined this, me being here with all these beautiful people, because I'm so thankful, whether it's Ajay sir, Gattu sir, Pragya, Ronnie sir, I'm so thankful, and my co-actors, Aaman, Diana, Mohit, I've learned so much from all of them, and I'm actually blanking out, I'm that nervous and excited, and I'm so full of emotion, but this is a dream moment for me. I'm so grateful.
All I want to say is you're slaying it, and how. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashi Thadani, ek baar zordar taaliyan. We'd like to now invite on stage, as I said, this gentleman, of course, television pe inhone hum sab ke dil jeete hain. Uske baad digital domain mein bhi he's there, and how. Give it up for Mohit Malik, as this is his big Hindi film debut. Welcome Mohit bhai, thank you so much. देखिए सवाल जवाब बड़े सारे, लेकिन इस समय क्या चल रहा है मोहित भाई? यू नो एवरीबडी टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस फिल्म. ये सब लोग साथ आए हैं, अपनी पावर्स को एक साथ लेके आए हैं और आजाद को बनाया है. व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से?
Good afternoon everyone. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank Gattu sir, Abhishek sir, for believing in me and making me a part of this film, having this profound trust in me that I can play Tej, and giving me that environment, such a homely environment, Pragya and Abhishek sir, so I can deliver my best with honesty, and also making me a part of the film which has Ajay sir in it. And you know, it's a big moment for me. I can't tell you, as Rasha said, it's again a way, मतलब वो शब्द नहीं है मेरे पास बयां करने के लिए इस वक्त मैं क्या महसूस कर रहा हूँ. लेकिन I would just want to thank him. I'm so grateful to God, grateful to him for making me a part of this film. And thank you Pragya, thank you Ronnie sir, and of course the wonderful cast. Diana, मुझे एक पल के भी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि डायना के साथ मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. मेरी पहली फिल्म है. So thank you Diana for making me so comfortable. And of course these two, बहुत मस्ती करी, बहुत मज़ा किया और अच्छा काम करने की कोशिश की है. I hope सबको अच्छा लगे.
Sure sir, बहुत मजा आने वाला है. Thank you so much. I would request all you lovely people to kindly be seated. And
Much in the running as an actor. But now you also have the role of a margdarshak to all these people. What does that feel like? And
Margdarshak?
हाँ जी.
Not really. I mean,
You know, सब लोग पैर छूते हैं and पैर, you know, they come and you know, everybody's.
उससे बस ऐसा लगता है बैकअप तो नहीं हो गया आपका. No, it's just I think सबको अपना मार्ग खुद ढूंढना पड़ता है, and सबको अपने रास्ते खुद ढूंढने पड़ते हैं. अगर किसी को आप फॉलो करेंगे तो आई थिंक आप कभी कामयाब नहीं हो सकते. तो आई थिंक जितने लोग हैं सब इंस्पिरेशन आप बहुत लोगों से ले सकते हैं, लेकिन रास्ता तो आपको खुद ही ढूंढना पड़ेगा.
But are you because they all look up to you so much? Do you give them a lot of advice, and do they come to you for a lot of advice? And have 3-4 of them come to you for advice?
Where Aman is concerned, honestly speaking, he keeps getting fired from me all the time. Whatever he does is not enough for me. So he works very hard, but I keep pushing him, and I keep saying it's not enough. So I don't know, he likes it sometimes, he doesn't like it sometimes, but that's how I am, and that's how I will be.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Aaman, what's he like as an uncle and what's he like as a co-star?
I think he got it spot on. He is as loving as he is strict. So when it comes to having fun and enjoying family time, he's very loving. But when it comes to work, you'll want to run away. You'll want to run away. Actually, very strict.
What was your earliest memory of Ajay Devgan? Do you ever remember visiting him on a film set? What was it like? Unfortunately, I doubt. I don't think so. I must have been very young if I did, but I don't remember.
I think since she was born, I think we didn't work together.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I do. My earliest, the first time I met him was on set when we were shooting, and it was a bit intimidating because firstly, everything was intimidating for me. But when I was meeting him, I was very nervous. I was very nervous. But he has this aura that just makes everyone feel comfortable. So luckily, throughout, we've just felt so secure and nice, and it's just been such a fun experience.
Aman, my question to you is, now we heard about your personal equation with your uncle.
Yeah.
But what would be your major takeaway from the filmographies and the careers of, let's say, Ajay sir and Kajol ma'am?
I think a film that I saw very young and it really shook me was Bhagat Singh. It really made me want to become an actor. And for the latter, I would say probably Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Great stories, of course, but also be on the lookout for newer talent who probably have a much more, raw emotions and a willingness to do the extra. So you have been, associated with doing, stuff like that, where you are on the lookout for a new talent and you back that talent with mounting a film like AZAAD and much more. So is it a conscious effort for you to that, apart from looking out for great stories, it's also important to be on the lookout for new talent because they give in that extra effort? See, I think this question of new talent is I've been a first generation entrepreneur, so if anyone called me new at that stage, I would take that as an insult. I think talent is talent. When you spot it and you back it, and you have the vision of a director, and you have a great script, that's what it is. So I don't think I've ever looked at it as new talent or somebody who's done something before, because for everyone, there's a first time. And for people who've been at it for 10 years, there's always a first time again. So that's how I look at it. So I think, and that's the beauty of it. Talent is real talent wherever you are.
अब अमन और आशा डेब्यू करने जा रहे हैं, कितना कुछ बदल गया है न्यू कमर के लिए और कितना कुछ नहीं बदला है, आप किस तरह से देखते हैं इसे?
आई थिंक बहुत कुछ बदल गया और जब हम आए थे तब एक रौनक थी. अब आज की जो जनरेशन है वो इतनी ज़्यादा तैयार आ रही है कि तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. हम तो सेट पे आके सीख रहे थे और ऑडियंस कहीं हमको माफ़ भी कर देती थी हमारी गलतियाँ, बट आज की ऑडियंस आई थिंक किसी को माफ़ नहीं करती. तो आज आपको पूरी तैयारी के साथ आना पड़ता है और होपफुली आई फील के दोनों बच्चों ने बहुत अच्छी तैयारी की है और अभिषेक ने उनको बहुत अच्छा गाइड किया है. जैसे कि मैंने पहले कहा कि मैं अमन का हमेशा काटता रहता हूँ, वो चाहे कितनी भी मेहनत करे, मुझे लगता है कि इट्स नॉट इनफ, क्योंकि वो एक मुझे पता है कि जो ऑडियंस है वो आज किसी को माफ़ नहीं करती, तो इसलिए आप जितना भी करें उतना कम है. तो ये एक बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर है आज की जनरेशन में.
एक सवाल और छोटा सा था अजय सर की, चूंकि ये फिल्म हॉर्सेस को लेकर भी है, उस बैकग्राउंड पे ये फिल्म बनी है, आपकी कोई फेवरेट हॉर्स स्टोरी होगी? क्योंकि पहले की फिल्मों में हीरो को घोड़े पर बहुत दिखाया जाता था. आपकी कोई फेवरेट हॉर्स स्टोरी है बताने लायक?
हॉर्स स्टोरी मतलब पर्सनल स्टोरी? मेरा एक स्टोरी तो नहीं कहूँगा, स्टोरीज तो बहुत है, लेकिन उस टाइम पे एक घोड़ा हुआ करता था, उसका नाम था चाली, जिसमें आई डोंट थिंक इंडस्ट्री में से कोई वो किसी को बैठने देता था. एंड ही वॉज माई फेवरेट हॉर्स और सिर्फ मैं ही उस पर बैठता था और मेरी ज़्यादातर फिल्मों में वही था. अब तो वो इज़ नॉट अलाइव, बट मतलब वो सिचुएशन ऐसी थी कि अगर कोई डुप्लीकेट शॉट भी हो तो डुप्लीकेट को भी बैठने नहीं देगा, और उसकी चाल थोड़ी टेढ़ी थी, तो इसलिए मुझे वो बहुत पसंद है. थोड़ा अड़ियल घोड़ा था.
एक छोटा सा सवाल अमन और आशा से भी है. आप लोग डेब्यू करने जा रहे हैं इस फिल्म के जरिए, ऐसे में एडवाइजेस बहुत मिलती हैं. कोई बहुत अच्छी एडवाइस आप दोनों को मिली हो, अजय सर से, काजोल सर से, या किसी और से भी, और कोई वर्स्ट एडवाइस भी मिली हो डेब्यू करने से पहले, कुछ बताना चाहेंगे दोनों?
वर्स्ट एडवाइस तो बहुत नेगेटिव है. बेस्ट एडवाइस आई थिंक दैट आई गॉट फ्रॉम हिम इज कि कितना भी सक्सेस मिले ज़मीन पे पैर हमेशा रखना, बिकॉज वो बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. क्योंकि आपको अगर genuinely कुछ achieve करना है, so you have to be a good person.
ऑफ कोर्स बहुत एडवाइस मिला है क्योंकि अभी फिल्म निकल रही है, लेकिन मेरी मम्मी ने एक बार मुझे बोला था कि भगवत गीता में लिखा है, कृष्ण जी ने कहा था कि यू जस्ट वर्क हार्ड, पुट इन योर बेस्ट, और फिर जो होता है उसके आगे वो भगवान के ऊपर है. तो कृष्ण जी ने ये भगवत गीता में कहा था, एंड दिस स्टिक्स विद मी क्योंकि इस इंडस्ट्री में देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ इमोशन, अटैचमेंट, ओवर थिंकिंग, क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स ट्रोल्स बहुत है. तो इफ़ यू लिसन टू ईच एंड एवरी वन इट विल जस्ट ड्रेन यू. तो जस्ट वर्क हार्ड, डू योर बेस्ट, और फिर शिव जी जो करेंगे आपके सफलता के लिए वो करेंगे.
आपने इतने सारे ब्लॉकबस्टर फिल्म्स दिए हैं, व्हाट कैन वी एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम आज़ाद, एंड ये सुपर हिट जोड़ी जो ऑफ लाइन लाइक ऑफ कैमरा कमाल कर जाती है, इसके बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
I think, we have worked together for so long now, and every time I tell him, Kattu, this is the toughest film that we have made, can you please make something, a little simpler, easier, but he just keeps pushing the bar and keeps making things tougher, and I think AZAAD is, till date, the toughest film that, I don't know for you, but for me, is the toughest one. And, I love the fact that he keeps pushing me, and, that we, just don't settle for less. So because this was a character that I've not played before, because of the world was, pre-independence, and also a town in the middle of India, so there was a dialect. So there was a lot of preparation actually that I had to undergo for the film, just to get into the character, to understand the world better. So besides, of course, we did a lot of sessions where we sat with the director, he's not listening to me. But we discussed character, we discussed, what he feels that I should bring to the table. I had my own opinions, and we kind of came to a conclusion of what the character should be. I also did a few sessions with a drama coach to kind of get under the skin of the character. I did a few sessions with a dialect coach as well. So it involved a lot of work, yes.
क्या देखते हैं आपके किरदार को कौन सूट करता है? ये कहानी लिखने से पहले डिसाइड करते हैं या कहानी लिखने के बाद डिसाइड होता है कि हमें कौन से न्यूकमर को या किसे मौका देना है?
जी, सभी चीज़ें कहानी के बाद ही डिसाइड होती हैं, और आपको सच बताऊं तो ये सारे डिसीजंस कहानी ही देती है. और जब मैं अभी किसी न्यू कमर से मिलता हूँ या किसी नए एक्टर को कास्ट करने निकलता हूँ, तो मैं पता नहीं एक इंस्टिंक्टिवली डिसीजन लेता हूँ कि मैं उनकी एक एनर्जी होती है, उनकी खुशबू होती है, और ऐसा कोई परफेक्ट कास्टिंग तो नहीं होता. और ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे पिक्चर भी बहुत एकदम जैसे आप ये पोस्टर देख रहे हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे दिमाग में पिक्चर ऐसी ही नज़र आ रही. मेरे पास भी एक धुंधली सी विजन होती है, बट उसकी एक कॉलिंग होती है उस कहानी की, और कहीं ना कहीं मैं दोनों का मेल करने की कोशिश करता हूँ. और अगर वो न्यू कमर्स भी हैं तो उनमें कुछ खूबियाँ होती हैं, और उनमें कुछ इनोसेंस भी होता है, और कुछ खामियाँ भी होती हैं. मगर बात ये नहीं है कि आप उनमें कुछ कमी है लोगों को दिखाने के लिए. वी हैव टू वर्क टुगेदर एज वन, एंड कभी कभी उनकी खामियों को भी उनके एडवांटेज में प्ले करता हूँ, और कभी कभी थोड़ा सा कैरेक्टर को उनको फेवर करने के लिए भी लिख लेता हूँ. बट इवेंचुअली जैसे कहते हैं सब साथ में मिलके एक टीम फिल्म बनाती है. एक्चुअली इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट अप्रोच. जब आप मंजे हुए खिलाड़ियों के साथ काम करते हैं तो वो अलग फिल्मों के लिए होता है. जैसे मैंने जब कायपोची की तब उसमें सुशांत थे, अमित साहब थे और राजू थे. वो फिल्मों के लिए नए थे, मगर वो टीवी पे काफ़ी काम कर चुके थे. तो बट वो फिल्म भी वैसी थी, वो कैरेक्टर्स भी वैसे थे, वो दुनिया भी वैसी थी. बट आप एकदम ही नए लोगों को तब लेते हैं जब आपको वो इनोसेंस चाहिए होता है, और वो इनोसेंस हैंडल करना भी एक क्राफ्ट हो जाता है. आप 2-3 बार करते हैं तो आपको समझ में आता है कि जो प्रेशर उन पे है, पहले तो आपको उस प्रेशर को हटाना होता है. यू हैव टू just either get them to your own level or go down to their level, but you have to rally with them. You know, एक equality वाली बात बनानी पड़ती है. You know, and प्यार करना पड़ता है उनसे. You know, you have to love them for who they are, as opposed to are they worthy or are they not. Nobody is really worthy. We are all merely serving a film, and for me, filmmaking is a very humbling process. तो जब मैं मंजे हुए लोगों के साथ जैसे अजय जी हैं उनके साथ काम करता हूँ तो I'm also humbled when I'm working with newcomers like Rashi and Aaman. I'm also humbled. You know, this is my second time that I've got a chance to work with Ajay, and I'm amazed at how my meetings with him are not more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and there is no extra convincing needed. There is none of the fluff. There is ऐसी कोई फालतू बात ही नहीं होती किसी भी मीटिंग में. मैं बात बोलता हूँ उनसे, it registers immediately. His reaction, his response is immediate, and it is sure. There is no dilly-dallying, and it's effortless. That's a pro, you know, like a real pro who's there to do a job. And it's just always, with every meeting with him, every interaction with him, and he gets understand, he knows his lines, he knows his character, he knows, most importantly, he knows which movie he is in. He knows when he is in a singer, he knows when he is in AZAAD, he knows when he is in Mr. Vishal Bhardwaj's film, he knows when he is in Ibn Gulzar Saab's film, he just knows he knows his movies, he knows his job, and it's such a privilege, sir, to always, I mean, I hope I get many more chances to work with him and interact with him.
You're coming out with AZAAD. How is it feeling, and is there anything that you had to go for the process of learning, unlearning, that you brought to the table?
Sorry, I was reluctant. No, it was just few bad advices I got from. So that's the biggest mistake I could have done. But yeah, as I said, it's a blessing to be in the film, and I'm just too blessed to be part of this film. Yeah. I think learning, unlearning, I think it's a part of life. And Abhishek sir was very clear with the character in his head, and when I met him, he had the whole graph and everything about the character very clear in his head. मुझे बस जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि मुझे बस उस किरदार में जान डालनी थी और वही किया. और of course there's a lot of prep which has gone in playing this character, because this character is completely the other side of the spectrum, I would say. मैं जैसा हूँ वैसा बिल्कुल दिखूँगा नहीं. So it was a journey, it was a tough process for me, and to be in the zone. At the same time, I was starstruck in the film with these people around me, and at the same time I was concentrating on my work. So it's been a great as I said, it's the biggest point in my career right now, and I cannot have asked for more. To have worked with him, a film like AZAAD, and play such a crucial role.
Yes, an important member of my crew, without whom this movie could not be made. We'd like to introduce you to him. थोड़ा सा दिल थाम के, थोड़ा सा शांति. He's a little sensitive, so just be a little patient.